Hi, Dad. How are you today?
Hi, Jordana. It's awfully good tonight to discuss a wonderful Hallmark that we saw last night.
Yes, we watched Aloha Heart. What did you feel about taking a trip back to Hawaii?
Hawaii is such a beautiful place with a lovely history and a wonderful people. And we know of Hawaii because we see the hula dancers and we see people coming to Hawaii and being greeted by having a lei, a floral uh, wreath put around their neck. But this picture, this movie by Hallmark, brought together the modern times of trying to preserve the electricity and the water and the ecology with the ancient history of the Hawaiian people.
Yeah, I agree with you. It was really a nice way of bringing old with new with a family again of hotel owners, right? I'm trying to think of the
That's right,
word there,
hotel
right?
owners.
And generations. So it's a hotel from generations, and a son taking over and trying to make upgrades to the hotel, and having to make these upgrades and wanting to modernize it. And then you have this conservationalist who's coming through, who does conservation, and she's an ecologist who's coming to visit, and talking all about this stuff about saving the planet and the world. And it's so interesting on how we were able to see that. And it was a great outlook, I think, for Hallmark to really go into this area and how Hawaii as an island has to really pay attention to all of this.
Well, also very interesting is it showed that these people who ran their hotel, this family, was trying to compete with the large hotel groups that we see on our highways all the time. And they wanted to maintain their own independence and provide all the wonderful benefits to their patrons.
Yes, you brought up that huge, wonderful point that it was a small mom and pop chain,
That's
not
right.
even a chain. It was an individually owned, beautiful hotel, and it's hard to keep up with the Joneses, and that's what they were
Well,
trying to do. And this was a wedding party that she was the maid of honor who had to go, and we got to see a love story happen on the island.
the story itself was rather predictable, but it was the way that Hallmark brought in the facets of the old with the new and also gave us an insight into ancient Hawaiian traditions.
Yeah, let's talk about this a little bit, because you brought out so many good points about some of these Hawaiian traditions I wasn't familiar with, but you had known about them, and then just how beautiful these traditions are, really.
Well, the first thing you noticed was that all the members of the uh, hotel employees had the turtle uh, uh, insignia in their neck, as if they were wearing this as a medallion of pride and history. And we all know about the sea turtles coming back to the shores and the females digging into the sand and putting their eggs in, but we didn't know that the Hawaiian people revere the sea turtle.
Yeah, and the beauty and the mystique of them, and how much luck they bring to the Hawaiian people. They're known for luck and to even bring lovers together. And the story that the main character Manu was talking about his grandmother sharing with their families through generation. Tutu, I
Yes.
think her name was, or something like that, and shared the story of that he passed along through the
Well,
generations.
the Hawaiian people, in their tradition, feel that they were brought to Hawaii by the sea turtle thousands of years ago.
Amazing.
And the sea turtle is a symbol of the Hawaiian people, their endurance, their stamina, their love. Uh, it is the symbol that the Hawaiian people hold on to, and they wear it proudly over their neck to share their love of their tradition.
Yeah, it was a beautiful story told. And one thing that I love that Hallmark's including in their movie and their casting characters, because this gentleman was new to us, I believe, the young gentleman who played the leading male role, Manu. He is actually, I believe, native to Hawaii, and he
Yes.
went, I think, off to NYU or something to learn acting and stuff. But he is actually, I think, a native Hawaiian, which was amazing.
Well,
I
the
loved it.
casting was very good.
Yes.
It was very enjoyable to watch this young couple's love story uh, based upon the young lady's background in ecology.
Yeah.
And today, that's very important to save the earth, to keep fresh water, and to make sure that our rivers are clean and that the fish and the animals have a clean place to live. And she was showing that she was able to bring this back to Hawaii and to share it with this young man's family.
Yeah, it was nice. I really that was a great part, and even like when she started talking about the the electric vehicles for their tours and stuff, and if they have a whole squad of vehicles, maybe they should go electric and
Well,
different things.
they were focusing on the earth heating up, the earth warming, and what we have to do to get rid of the influences of fossil fuel. And Hallmark brought this in to this story so that we can all appreciate the multifaceted uh, things that we all look out for, that we all need to address. And they brought the love story
Yeah.
as the center so that we can see all the surrounding problems that face us.
Right, and it was a fun. I mean, the cast was fun. The girlfriends were fun. The parties that they threw, like she had to make up the new rehearsal dinner was fun with the food trucks they visited. It was just a fun, I think, production, a movie we got to see, and you got to see beautiful spots of Hawaii. I really enjoyed it
Yes.
overall. What did you think otherwise?
I enjoyed the evening. I enjoyed the way that Hallmark brought all facets of our modern 21st century life into the picture so that we can see the old, the Hawaiian tradition, and the new, the electrification of the world through solar and through wind energy, and also the preservation of our oceans and our rivers, and the cleaning up of what the pollutants have left us with.
Yeah.
Yes, it was wonderful. Now, next week is going to be very interesting also.
Yes, next week it looks like a fun one. There's going to be music involved. Looks like we're going to North Carolina or
To
somewhere.
the Outer Banks. Yep.
And I believe it's called, similar to this one where we were in Aloha Heart. This is Making Waves, so it's something to do with the Outer Banks and water, but making waves, but it's music. So
Well, a lot of people have never heard of the Outer Banks, but the Outer Banks are a strip of islands
ah,
off the coast of North Carolina, and we all know that that's the place of Kitty Hawk, where the Wright brothers flew their first airplane 100 years ago, and we're going to go visit Kitty Hawk. We're going to visit the Wright brothers, and we're going to enjoy love on the Outer Banks of North Carolina.
and it looks like some good music because it's about a musician and some other
There-
first love, I think.
There's something for everybody.
Yeah, so it looks fun. And I did, from this last one we watched, I did love that we learned how to make some lays. And
Yes.
and that was fun and enjoyed it and looking forward to next week.
Well, we learned the symbolisms of the lei, LEI, and the fact is that this is a very traditional um, floral or shell-made wreath, and it's not only common to the Hawaiians, but it's a common, beautiful adornment to all people of the Pacific region. The people who live in the Philippines, people who live in Fiji, the people who live in Tahiti. they all use the lei as a form of greeting, of friendship, and of love.
Well, I loved it because we just came out of wedding season and I felt like we got to see another tradition of weddings this time because we just came out of, June weddings with
Yes.
Hallmark and we got to see a Hawaiian tradition wedding.
Hallmark's taking us on a tour of the United States
Yes.
and on a tour of the world.
Absolutely.
This is wonderful. And we'll see everybody next week. We enjoyed speaking with you and sharing with you this wonderful Hallmark movie, and we look forward to next week's Hallmark.
Absolutely. Everybody have a great week.
See you later.
Bye-bye.